Welcome back to Prime Time Sports Thursday. Now, top national shooter Sean Barnes wants to create history as the first Jamaican to compete in skeet shooting at the Olympic Games. As Denise Walters reports, Barnes has recruited an international coach to get him there.
Six-time national shotgun champion Sean Barnes' dream is to represent Jamaica at the 2020 Tokyo Olympic Games. After shelving a 13-year career in sales, Barnes has acquired the services of internationally recognized coach Kevin Miles. So far, Barnes says it has been tough going.
Yeah, man, it's really a challenging activity. It entails us moving the gun from a lower position that we're not really accustomed to, and shooting targets that are much faster than the American skeet that we have been shooting in the past.
Despite the challenges, Barnes says this is the beginning phase of the campaign and he has confidence in his ability.
This is actually the beginning phases. Kevin Miles is actually here to assess if this sport actually fits my style of shooting, and so far we have been very successful. I have a strong sporting clay background, and that is actually where my passion is. But Olympics, is the pinnacle of everything, and that's the aim, to get Jamaica there.
Coach Miles, a former world champion skeet shooter, believes with Barnes' talent, the transition will not be difficult.
So one of the disciplines in sporting clays is called task, where you start with the gun off of your shoulder, and in Olympic skeet you start with the gun slightly lower than that, but they already have experience shooting with a low gun position, and so it's going to be pretty easy for some of the shooters to transition into Olympic skeet if that's a passion of theirs.
Barnes was the first Jamaican shooter to participate in the Pan American Games in 2011 and Commonwealth Games in 2014. He was also the co-captain of Jamaica's contingent for the 2018 Central American and Caribbean Games in Colombia. Denise Walters for TVJ Sports.
All right, I said in the introduction that Jamaicans can do anything. We are now joined and set by President of the Jamaica Skeet Club, Evan Thwaites. Is that true? How realistic a target is the 2020 Tokyo Olympics for shooter Sean Barnes to qualify?
It's going to be a very difficult task, but nothing is impossible, particularly when you're talking about Jamaican sportsmen.
All right, and of course it takes cash to care. It will take a lot, in fact, to send Barnes to the required international competitions to try and qualify. How has your executive gone about trying to raise those funds needed?
And let me just say, Karen, it's a little more difficult than that, because we have two shooters who we want to get to the Olympics. Sean, who is our past national champion, and Christian Sasso, who is our current national champion. We would like them, both of them, to represent the country at the 2020 Olympics. Now, as to raising money, we have not started the process significantly yet, but frankly, we don't think it is insurmountable. It's going to be very difficult, don't get me wrong. It's an expensive proposition, but we're confident we'll achieve it.
Some of the qualifying meets and so on, tournaments, where are they in relation to where Jamaica is located?
Well, Pan Am Games is the first one that we're going to try to get. We've applied for wildcard status for the shooters, both Sean and Christian. And generally speaking, the qualifying tournaments will be in this hemisphere, generally the Americas.
Sounds good. Wish him all the best. Thanks so much for joining us on Primetime Sports, Mr. Thwaites.
Thank you.